Good morning. In behalf of my client, Mr. Edgar Joseph E.J. Tan, I am making this video. Mga kahapon na elements of the Anti-Frauds and Commercial Crimes Unit of the National Bureau of Investigation raided the office of my client located along Shaw Boulevard within the Pasig jurisdiction. They raided his office, ransacked his office. Daming mga nakuha, including a Hello Kitty chair, a massage chair, cash, jewelry, and other items, personal items. Personal items wherein it's not even, it cannot even be deciphered whether they are owned by Mr. Tan, his employees, his management, the members of his group, or maybe just a bystander. Okay, many were taken yesterday. We will be posting those videos later. Okay. Next, the client and some of the members of the management were arrested yesterday. Sadly, their phones were confiscated, and the worst thing here, it's not even posted online. As you know, every arrest, every investigation or raid being conducted by the National Bureau of Investigation is being shared online. They have a certain department for that. They summarize kung ano yung nangyari. They post it online. They make a press statement. They make a what do you call this? A press statement, a public notice, whatever you call it. Okay. What irks me right now is I cannot have access to my client. Okay, I cannot, there are no communications. Okay. There are people outside the new building of NBI at VTech Tower along G. Araneta, and I cannot get the information that we need. As you know, it's very difficult to travel because of the ongoing lockdowns and regulations imposed by both the national and local government. Okay. Yung medyo kinakainisan ko lang talaga ngayon is I cannot access my client. That's why I'm doing this right now. Okay, to the arresting officers, okay, your arrests are illegal. What you did is illegal. I already informed the office of the director about this one. I already informed the internal affairs office about this. Okay, I already sent emails. Okay. Okay. As for me, I just want to access my client because that is my right as his lawyer, and that's given to me by Section 4B of Republic Act 7438, wherein I have the right to access my client, not just the detention prisoner who has the right to his counsel. Okay. Okay. It's sad I cannot access him until this hour. Okay. Another thing, I really don't know how bold you are in arresting my client. First things first, you do not have a warrant of arrest. Number two, you do not have a search warrant. Okay. If you ask me whether I know about the ongoing investigation by the Securities and Exchange Commission against my client and his company, yes, I do. I am aware that my client is being investigated for illegal sale of securities. Okay, a crime punishable by the Securities and Regulation Code of the Philippines. As you know, in the Baviera ruling, and as you know, in the provisions of the Securities Regulation Code, and if you may have asked your legal department or any top lawyers in your bureau, you would know that these kinds of cases would have to pass with the Securities and Regulation Commission because they are the competent government agency tasked by law to investigate and to prosecute these kinds of offenses. To tell you frankly, I and Mr. E.J. Tan are participating with the Securities and Exchange Commission. We have submitted documents. We have asked for the latest itsy-bitsy regulation, circular, or memoranda that the SEC has when it comes to dealing with these kinds of cases. We have requested for hearings. We have requested for time and opportunity to submit countervailing evidences like affidavits, okay, of witnesses, like permits, and other pieces of evidence, okay? We have asked for the accusatory documents submitted with the Securities and Exchange Commission kung meron man. Okay. Now, I do not understand how come that you still conducted the raid. Sir, under what law and under what crime? I do understand the concept of a warrantless arrest. However, records show that Mr. Tan is not a fugitive from justice. He is not an escapee from any prison, under the control of the local government units and under the control of the Bureau of Corrections. So I do not know whether saan papasok dito ang warrantless arrest. Okay. Was he committing a... Okay, let's go to another exception. Was he committing a crime at the time? Okay. Was he committing a crime at the time? What crime, sir? What crime, okay? What crime was he committing at the time? Yeah. So, maybe you had a poser investor, supposedly, that went there and represented that he's an investor, and then there was an exchange of money, a boodle money or something. But you know for a fact, a marked money should pass through the prosecutor. So, what crime or under what law are you justifying the detention of my client? Okay. Again, I have reported you to the Office of the Director of the National Bureau of Investigation. I also reported you to the Internal Affairs Office. Okay. Okay, there are things I am not going to say in this video. There are things I'm not going to say, but I've written it in the letter, okay, that I have sent via email kanina lang, yeah. It's very, very upsetting talaga yung nangyari, okay? I am Igorot, maybe you're Tagalog. My client is Tagalog, I think, yeah. Some of the people there are Kapampangans, but you know what? We have what you call a law. It's written. Andun lahat eh. It's written there. It doesn't mean it doesn't matter whether you're Tagalog or Igorot or Highlander or Lowlander. The law is the law. We're gonna file counter charges with this. We can't accept what happened. It's really bad. Okay? And I demand that you return all the things that you took inside that office, inside that apartment at the back of the office, including the cars, the money, okay, the chairs. These are not contrabands. You tell me what law says that money is contraband. Okay. I hope, okay, demand is given that you let my client speak to me 1 hour after the posting of this video, or else we'll be filing all the necessary charges available. Okay? And available to us, I mean, yeah. The president won on an anti-corruption platform. And it's so sad that at the end of his term, you've done the worst.